Team Allen.
Hello. What's good, everybody? It is Thursday night, and we are ready to get into it. The finale of Invincible Season 2, and oh, what a ride it was. And coming down this ride with me, we got the one, the only, A.K. Invincible. How you doing tonight?
What is going on, my brothers? What is going on? I'm happy to be here with this action-packed finale. Let's get into it.
Oh man! Once again, I'm loving that nail. The thumbnail's tight. It looks like a cross between the Flash and Invincible in real life. That's
Yep. I made like 3 of them, but this one came out the best.
That's sick. Oh, what's up, fandom? How we doing tonight? We awake. We ready to talk some Invincible Season 2?
Yo, can't wait to talk about the finale, man. Also, shout out to CW's The Flash. Today is the day that The Flash went missing.
Was it?
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
according to that newspaper, April 25th,
that's
2024.
right. That's right. Yo, why the hell was DC TV so much better put together than the DCEU?
That's crazy.
That's a whole stream in itself. I was just saying.
I still got the last season of Flash on the DVR that I have to watch. It's like the last thing on there. It's getting ready to get kicked off. It's been so long. It's literally the last thing on there. If I don't watch it soon, it's going to be kicked off. I'm not even going to be able to watch it. That's funny. But we here talking about Invincible tonight, and it was a different one. It wasn't the most action packed, but it had some things, and we're about to get into it. Invincible Season 2, Episode 8. It was the finale, and it was called "I Thought You Were Stronger." And I have to admit, after hearing that title on this one, I was expecting it to mean something else entirely. Like they caught me on that one.
Same. Not gonna lie, they had us in the first half.
I thought there was going to be more about the girl and Invincible, but no, that was something entirely different. Also, somebody getting stronger is Omni-Man. He's almost strong enough to stand up for his execution, but it seems like deep down, General Craig really doesn't want to execute him. Like he realizes it would be a waste of one of his very best. So I don't know. And from the sounds of it, there aren't a lot of Viltrumites left. So what's up, AK? Do you think he really deep down doesn't want to kill him?
Absolutely. I know, from Ogre, I don't remember her name, but the chick that's in the picture behind you, how she was saying that, that they don't ever care, about anything. Once people get weak, then they make sure that they kill themselves or they get killed. And I don't see that because, like you said, waste of an asset. And 2, it would take years to try to put somebody else in there to get in as good as he was. Which is why they went after Mark last time.
Absolutely. What do you think? You think there's any way, like they said, that one guy's like, "Don't make me. I've looked up to you your whole life, my whole life, sir. Don't make me hurt you." You think there's any way General Craig puts up a setup match, something he knows Omni-Man will actually win, and actually have somebody like that go in to fight him and have Omni-Man beat him, so he actually gets off and he gets to live? What do you think, fandom? You think there's any way they do that?
Nah. There's only one way he's escaping. We saw near the end of the episode.
Our guy Alan's going to get him out.
Mm-hmm.
That would make it too easy if they put somebody that's like that disposable in front of him.
They could. I can't wait to see what they do with that. But getting back to where we left off, Angstrom has Mark's mom by the neck. And I got to say, as soon as he took his hands off her to fry that receiver, he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way," as soon as he did this move, snap, I am there grabbing him by his neck and it's game over. What are you doing, Mark?
You see how thick his neck is? How's he gonna grab him by his neck?
Hey,
he don't have to grab him. All he has to do is punch through it.
Exactly. You got Mama by the neck, and all of a sudden, as soon as them hands is off Mama, you gone. What?
And Mom is already hip to the game. She knows how to move in these areas. Once she see you coming, that hand is free. You ain't even gonna have to say it. She'll automatically duck down. I will say though, I was kind of disappointed in one thing not happening here because this would have been the perfect time to do it, and that would have been what's our little one's name? Oliver.
Yeah.
I really thought he was gonna bust out with the baby from the Incredibles powers and start going to work.
Oh yeah, we thought he was gonna be the one that kind of kicks.
Yeah, that's what we all thought last time, but we were disappointed.
No, I don't know. It'd be a little early for a baby. I mean, it's gonna snap through earlier than usual, but he is still, literally a baby. But
that ain't stop Jack.
But that was just crazy. Yeah, the way I don't know. If I was Mark the same way that Anissa chick went through the kaiju, that's what I'd have been doing to Angstrom Strong.
Mm-hmm.
You put your hands on Mama, you got to go. Game over. We ain't playing no more. You don't play games. You don't be touching Mama. Like, why
Facts.
did you say
Not at
that
all.
name? Yeah.
You do not touch the babies. The tiny humans will be safe in my presence, and you
Mhm.
absolutely do not touch one hair on my mama's big toe.
Yeah.
No, we don't do that.
No, Mark should have been on him. Like, he's fast enough. He should have taken that, for instance, to show
Exactly.
you
How did he get him into those portals every time so much?
Oh, because Mark's not
Dude,
smart.
come
Like,
on.
Mark is not the most intelligent soup. Like, take a minute. Like, note your surroundings and realize
second.
this man knows you're a soup. Like, he's not coming here empty-handed. So, like, flying at him real fast to punch him out. Like, especially right after he says, "Oh, I agree. Come get me." Like,
Come get me. You know what? Bet.
Take a sec. Just take 1 second and assess the situation before you just go flying at him like a madman and fall right into his trap. Like, come on, Mark.
So ignorant. Although I won't jump ahead and because I don't know when exactly you're going to bring him up, but I have thoughts on that dude.
Yeah, I mean, when he just like he said, like in every universe, he's just not smart. Like Mark just needs to smarten up. He's just too. I don't know. Come on, be better.
He needs to be better.
And did Invincible really just skirt the line of bringing the Spider-Verse into this realm? Like, that was pretty cheeky. Like,
they did not just Spidey, but you're a man that dresses as a bat, and that's the name you came up with. Like, because we can't say that name.
Tell me you weren't dying at that one, fandom.
Oh, I definitely was. Spider-Man was like, okay, because I remember like people like when the first season dropped, people were mentioning, oh, there was like a crossover with like Invincible and Spider-Man. But then the moment that happened, I'm like, hold on. What do you mean like dressed as a freaking bat and your name is? I'm like, hold up.
While they
can't
talk
even damn show us that they're gonna get sued.
Hey, you can't just dip into the Marvel universe. We're gonna get both sides. We got DCU too. That was amazing.
He only did those two though. I would have liked to see them play a bit more puns on that one.
That was pretty good. I liked it. Just gave an homage to both sides. Like, hey, we're here too. Holla at your boy. Oh, but Livy was just always a bit unhinged. But like, did the accident take in like a whole nother level to this guy? Because he just seems like a complete psychopath now.
Dude, I think Debbie called it best. What is that her name? Debbie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think she called it best when she said, "Oh, wait. You're upset because in every other place you've seen him, you perceive him as the villain. But here, you're the villain and he's the hero. Like, you're doing all this fuck shit because he's been on some bullshit since he came back last episode. You cannot blame one reality's person for the atrocities that you've seen in 1,000 other different realities. This ain't that same guy. And you have to recognize that. The way he kept going in circles with that thought, I'm like, okay, are y'all trying to make him annoying on purpose? Because like we already didn't like him. We don't need more reasons.
But yeah, he about lost his shit when Mark reminded him that he actually tried to save him before. Like, how did he not remember that? Like, just because of the accident, he didn't remember that.
Brain is.
However, they kind of like hint of a future Mark that's gonna be evil soon. Who knows? Because we'll talk about it later from what Rex was saying before he departed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's like, if we left you here, you would not have liked what you became. Yeah, that's crazy. But it seemed like from what we saw in Engstrom's flashbacks that Mark actually is evil in every other dimension. So is it like just that he believed in his dad and all the other ones? What's that?
So he wasn't evil in the Spidey one.
I guess.
So I mean, from the realities that we've seen, and there's tons more out there, and I do not believe that this guy has gone to all of them. He just happened to see the ones where Mark was portrayed more as a villain than anything else. And I get why he would think that, but go see those other Marks about your problem with them. This guy ain't the one. He didn't do that shit.
Well, those other Marks will just kill him instantly. Like they do make mention of the fact that Debbie raised Mark, so she knows that he's not a killer. And I was thinking, so what? Maybe Debbie died in all the other dimensions, and she wasn't there to raise him, so that's what happened to him. But later, they said that Levy says that in half the other dimensions, Debbie actually joins with Mark and Omni Man to suppress the people. So what's that about?
Yeah, that I found that to be very interesting too. But then again, it still fits because for as in many places where you're a good guy, there are a hell of a lot of other realities with different circumstances, and you could end up being a villain for whatever the reasons.
That's just insane, though. I mean,
So
yeah, I just can't picture Debbie as a villain.
I can't either, but there's plenty of humans that I could think of that would do the same thing. It's nuts, and we hate to think it, but it's there.
Yeah, Mark
Love
seems
makes you
like
do the craziest things, DJ.
what's that?
DJ, love makes you do the craziest things, and maybe in those
Mhm.
universes, she's like, "Hey, we're doing the dark side."
I
And
guess.
maybe in those universes, Omni-Man, or I mean, he obviously still a conquering asshole, but maybe he really truly loved her and she felt that. So that's why she decided to join them.
Because she either joined for Omni Man or joined because of Mark.
Or join because of Mark. One of the two. Either way, she was on the
I'm
team. It
more
was
on the
family
side
friendly.
of like she did it because of Mark.
Yeah, but Mark did it because Omni Man, because he wanted to
Yeah,
impress his
exactly.
dad. He wanted to be there and do what his dad and be like his dad. And Mark seems like a total asshat in all the other dimensions. Like the one where like all the Angstrom levies were like all binded and on their knees as Mark was just
Right.
walking
He's
by.
just going by with the chop. Like, damn it, you ruthless bastard. I mean, don't get me wrong though. If it was a different universe where all of them were the actual villains, that would be some badass shit to take them out like that. Like they don't even get the full fanfare of dying in battle. No, you will die down there and go straight to all the seven hells.
Why do we think Mark's so different in all those other universes though?
I don't know. I think you're on the right track with when you said that Debbie could have ended up dying, but obviously that isn't going to be in all of the realities. So I don't know. I don't know. From what Eve was saying, I think he might have just went crazy.
Maybe.
There's any reasons that people have a mental breakdown. Maybe something happened to Amber too, if they were still dating.
Oh, there's that. And Angstrom called it out, like just as stupid in every dimension. Like Debbie has a knife coming right at her. You don't think she was going to try to duck or move or something? But no, Mark has to get duped right into flying into another dimension going after it. I was like, come on. Like right after saying he was done doing it, he did it. I was like, Mark, you have got to be.
Because he's a little bitch. Not Mark, the other dude.
I know, but Mark is like, you just said you're not going to fly into these other freaking things anymore, and then you fly right into one. Like, yeah. I mean, it took like a dog chasing a bone. It was ridiculous.
Couldn't control himself. Yeah.
He was already smart enough to like come back through the last portal with a weapon. Now do it again this time, and when you knock him down, get him out of the house and away from your family. Like, why are you still messing around? You see, all he has to do is put his hand out, and your mom and brother are in trouble. Get him out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Mark, you just got to smarten up, be a little better. But like, how off the rails is Levy? Like, he's tossing babies through the air, talking about somebody else is the villain and he's the good guy, snapping women's arms and just sitting there. Yeah, come on. You're not the bad guy here.
You're not the bad guy here, right? Exactly. You won't rest until he suffers. That Mark didn't do shit to you, my guy.
Somebody show this man a video. He needs to see a recording of himself. Like, what? I mean, all villains are the heroes in their own stories, but this guy's above and beyond. He's on a whole nother level.
For as big as that brain is, he's kind of dumb in that regard.
But like we were talking about, what wasn't done was not just a nod to Marvel, but to Batman himself. Like, yeah. That'd be like if they didn't get sued. But that's not, I mean, that's just an homage. Like, come on.
Don't get sued, yeah.
Just saying I'm here and giving a nod to the big dogs. But then we see Mark start to unravel a bit, like not even knowing how long it's been since he's been away from his mom and brother, like because time works differently in all those different dimensions. Like that would just be crazy. I mean, that would drive you mad.
He was even alive still.
Yeah, that would drive you mad in itself. Like, where am I? How long have I been here? And what is going on with my family right now? But he finally gets the drop on Levy and gets back to his reality, but he still lets Angstrom get the drop on him. I was like, Mark, you did it. Just end this loony bastard. But nay, Mark gives him like the 15th chance in a row and lives to re-get it yet again. Like, fandom, can he not just kill this psycho already?
I would have killed him.
Right? I mean, what more do you need?
But that's with his code. He was like, I don't want to like, become like my father, quote unquote, and like kill people. But then I'm like, dude, when your father was killing people, was way different circumstances.
These things are not the same.
Exactly. And did you notice, like, even Levy, like, when he was on his way to hurt Mark, when he came through that portal, he just, like, blasts those other two people real quick that were just standing there minding their own business, not doing anything. Like, how does he not see that he's the evil one?
Exactly, my dude. And he even had the full flashback of what actually happened. Mark was literally getting his ass handed to him by 4 big motherfuckers. And you were in the machine and you decided to stop the machine and pull yourself out. That caused the explosion, not him.
And he didn't remember that. So at this point, I'm wondering, like, is he just so twisted that he's built up all these scenarios in his head and they're not even real? Like, what if Mark's not even that person?
Pretty much.
What's that?
Pretty much. Because even it kind of confirmed that, because then you see, like, all those flashes of, like, his past selves, like, dying because of Mark, to the point that he can't remember, wait a minute. Is it because of like my situation because of Mark I'm so like pissed off at him, or is it because like the other like practically the memories of everyone else's to make him like so angry? But then he's like, I don't care, I'm so angry at this guy.
Yeah, but like even when Mark was going by chopping off those little heads like dandelions, like those guys could have all been like Unabombers or done evil shit, and like he was just ending.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
we didn't have the context for all of that. You're right.
Exactly. So we don't really know what was happening, but it's just hard to picture Debbie teaming up with Omni-Man to do evil deeds. Like it seems like some of this stuff is just built up in Levy's head.
You know what though? I will say, like, I'll use Star Trek as an example. There's a bunch of really great characters that are positive, all for treating people fairly, fighting for the weak and whatnots. But there's this thing called the Mirrorverse, and when you go into the Mirrorverse, everyone is literally the exact opposite. So, like one of the best fighters you might see, he's evil as fuck right now, and he'll probably bend you like a paperclip very easily just for breathing in his space. So it's not too far fetched for me that she would go evil, as they say.
Yeah, I can see that. Speaking of evil deeds, was Mark a little over the top with his handling of Levy, or did he give him just what he deserved, Phantom?
Just what he deserved and more, man. He needed more.
Rip that head off.
Freaking beat him to a bloody pulp to the point that hell the camera didn't even show it.
Couldn't do it.
I'm like, man, this is Amazon. They've done worse to their workers, allegedly. But also, did Spider-Man ever kill? Like, I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, Spider-Man, that's kind of his code too. Kind of, I think that's where they.
So maybe that's why, like, they show like Spider-Man and Batman Pacific. Another like reason why, like, they show that those
two
cameos because they too don't kill.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like Mark's thing. But then
it's established that Andrew Garfield Spider-Man did kill eventually.
We ain't counting that one.
But as we know, for most of them, that is kind of all their codes. So that is kind of the way they all tie in together. I love that.
And how much more destruction do they cause by not killing when they should?
Yeah, that's another thing too.
Looking at you, Batman.
I'm about to say that. The Joker looking at him.
Everyone in Arkham Asylum.
Riddler, yeah.
They all keep breaking out and doing the same shit. Just kill him and be done.
Well, Angstrom can go to different portals and different dimensions and do that. And the man was as unstable as it get. And he's putting your mother and little brother's life in peril over and over. Like, it was just time for this man to go. Why are you feeling
way to get to Hades? Yep.
And what the hell is Cecil's deal? Like, is you ain't watching this house? Like, what are you doing? Are you truly that worthless? Like, how did Cecil even let all this go down? Like,
what is going on me about that? I'm like, hold up.
You know what I'm saying?
The minute Mark's comm went offline, they should have stormed that house.
I'm saying
it was so simple. None of this shit had to happen the way it did.
It's exactly as soon as you realize them comms were down with Mark, you should have been checking on the house and seeing what's what. Like, this should have never actually happened. You should have crept up with your own little portal, snatched old girl, and been out. And then he would
That's
have
what I'm
looked
saying.
back
He could
and been like,
teleport.
what?
What the fuck were you doing, Cecil?
How
And
worthless.
you want people to trust you?
Yeah, it's like you might not be the good guy in all this, because where you been and what are you really doing? Like, oh, it'd be easier.
Amanda Waller.
I could control Mark easier if she was gone. So let's just let this happen and see how this plays out, is what he was doing.
I wouldn't put it past him.
That's
Yeah.
Would not put it
Yeah,
past
that's a plot hole or plot convenience for the damn episode, so we can have this conflict with Angstrom. But that's like, now when you think about it, I'm side-hiding that whole situation.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then Mark said it all, like he didn't have a choice. So why is he so geeked out about what he had to do? Like, this man was going to kill your family. He needed to be put down like the rabid dog he was. What the problem is?
Seriously. And you see what happened. It wasn't until, like, she was already in danger, but it wasn't until he got back and saw her arm literally busted and hanging off the bone. That's when he decided to stop holding back.
You already saw this man hit your little brother in the air like a football. Like, what more do you need to see? Like, game over. You gave him all the chances he's going to get. You got to go. You put a rabid dog down.
Immediately. Do not pass. Do not collect $200.
Right. Speaking of rabid dogs, we see General Craig is just kind of a simp, like trying to beat and bruise Omni-Man before the trial so he's not so tough. Like, deep down, does Craig know that he actually can't beat Omni-Man in a straight-up fair fight?
Seems plausible to me.
I don't know. What happens if they do go to battle and it has to be the general that does it and he can't beat Omni-Man? What happens then, Phantom?
That I'm interested. I'm curious if the general is stronger than Omni-Man.
Or if he's even the one that'll have to battle him. I'll be curious
too.
how that goes down. On the way back to
automatic pass if he wins that fight, because they respect the strongest.
Yeah, and he might be the new general. It might be, now you all listen to me. We're not doing this anymore. That'd be kind of crazy. On the way back to his cell, though, we see Alan's plan worked, and now he sees with his own eye that Omni-Man is indeed still alive. And Mark was like out there by himself, like trying to figure out a way home. Like, that planet was desolate where he was at, but he can fly. Like, couldn't he have just flown off to another planet and find another civilization and people to talk to, Phantom?
He could have. At that point, he was still like, PTSD moment of, okay, what the hell just happened? I just killed a man. So he wasn't like truly thinking straight.
Yeah, he was still in it. It's like, I mean, yeah, this is a desolate planet that's dead, but you can fly and breathe in space, or at least hold your breath for a long enough time, bounce out, go to another planet, find somewhere else.
But then again, it's also,
what if there aren't other planets though?
Yeah, because he didn't know, like, if this was like a different universe, and then I realized that, wait a minute, this isn't a different universe, it's just the future.
Or if this dimension, every planet's dead. I don't know, maybe go with that, but yeah, it's weird. But he's sitting there trying to think of a way back, and another portal opens, only this time it's a robot that comes through. Like, they're from the past, and it seems like Mark's already been gone for decades. So that was kind of crazy, that time frame. That's insane. I wonder some things like, can you change the future? Like, Eve admitted to him that she loves him and told him to do something about it back in his timeline. But will that matter? Because they're obviously not together now. So is that ever going to change?
Of course. I've been shipping them for a minute now, DJ. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
I don't know. This is the future, and it ain't happened yet.
You ain't co-signing to this, and yet your freaking other series, you co-signing to this weird and random relationships, man. Hop on board.
It wouldn't. I'm not protesting their relationship. I'm saying, damn it, what the hell is her name?
Amber?
No, not Amber. Eve. Yeah. God damn it. You know what? Never mind. My brain just the sentence just flew out of my brain.
Oh, it happens. But yeah, I mean, you wanted to ship these two, and I mean, they make a lot more sense. They're both the heroes and can fly and have the things and things, but
I remember what it was. It's been 20 years. Remember they said Mark would not like what he became.
Right.
Maybe that's what that's another part of what she was referencing. Like, okay, you tell her something, so she can't actually move on and do whatever needs to be done. And perhaps whatever happens that made her also turn so cold doesn't happen and he stays sane. But he was evil. Something happened and turned him evil to them. I think they found him, but they didn't find him this close to when the fight happened before.
They had to go back
the
in time.
PTSD, yeah, the PTSD that he had probably turned him into a worse menace than Omni-Man.
It also looks like Rudy was never able to fix Monster Girl because, I mean, she's still there and this is 20 years later. So what, is she like in the crib nowadays?
Maybe.
Like, she's not transformed. She's just a baby crawling around. So will that end up being the cure then? Like, just like Shrek and Fiona, the cure is going to be having to stay a monster forever?
Could be that.
Maybe. They never fully explain what happens once she like gets that far back in age.
I mean,
at least I don't think they have.
I mean, if she reverts back and she's like a little baby, is she going to know how to revert back? Like, she might just be a baby and then have to live and for a while until she knows what it is and then go back to
maybe.
That would be wild.
Because it was weird that she was like in her monster form. I'm like, why you need to be in monster form right now? It's no danger or anything.
Yeah,
that's true.
Also, where was what's his name? The actual robot guy.
That's a good question.
Because yeah, when he pulled the helmet off, I wasn't expecting to see Rex.
Yeah, we find out it wasn't Rudy at all. It was actually Rex in Robot's armor. So do we end up losing Rudy in an earlier battle sometime, or is he just back like at the helm? And
here I'm thinking Robot's name was Rex. Oh my gosh, because they look the same because he took his DNA.
Rudy,
right? Yeah, no, his name's Rudy. So you don't know. Remember, he goes Rudy or Robot, whatever he's going by these days.
Yeah, so maybe that might have been why he fucked off somewhere. Either he was killed or he felt sad because old girl couldn't be, his girlfriend anymore because now she's a baby monster thing.
Yeah, exactly. Could be. Or maybe he's just back at the deal and he's just running the helm, or he's on another mission. Who knows?
He could be the guy in the chair. Yeah, he's the tactician that gives out all the plans and whatnot, showing.
Yeah, maybe 20 years later. Maybe 20 years later, Cecil's gone and it's him out there directing stuff now.
Also, there's no immortal.
That actually fits. That fits a lot. There wasn't an immortal. Oh, that's right. Well, maybe he ran away with old girl.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, you probably just retired with her.
Yeah, Kate said she's done dying. He's done dying. Like, yeah, they're going off to live on a beach somewhere, someplace tropical. They're done.
I don't blame them.
Hell no,
I didn't like that though. It kind of took away the death in the previous episode. Then I'm like,
right, exactly. So nobody dies. Everybody just gets to live. We're going back to just Game of Thrones season 8. Like, what? Come on. After getting back and seeing your mom in that condition, like, how could you ever feel bad about ending that lunatic's life? Like, he literally did not just our world, but he did a bunch of worlds favors with that one.
The way he broke her arm too, I was like, God damn.
Literally snapped it like a damn twig. I don't understand why Mark feels the need to feel bad. Sometimes you just got to put a motherfucker down.
You got to do it. Like I said, not just our world. He did a multiverse of worlds a favor with that one. Do not be so upset.
Your war crimes on like several different galaxies and universes, bro. You got to go.
So then we see Rudy talking to Monster Girl, and he smooths things over, and it looks like he's even going to get a second date out of it. So what's up? Before shipping people, is there a future for these two, or is this relationship doomed before it gets started, fandom? With Rudy and Monster Girl.
No comment.
He's on mute.
Is he? Yeah.
I am. They got to figure out a way to fix that curse, because reverse Benjamin Button situation here. Oh no, it's a Benjamin Button situation here.
Yeah, just getting younger by the day.
Hold up, with this curse, at what age did she like start it off?
No idea.
We know that
was she like an older woman and then she became younger? Was she like in her like 30s or something?
She was in a bar drinking or something. Like, yeah, she's old enough, so she got to a certain age. But yeah, we don't know we don't know how old she was when the curse hit.
That'd
when
be
it's like,
crazy.
yeah,
Imagine she was like,
that might
elderly woman next thing you know, cursed with these abilities.
Start finding out. That'd be crazy.
be.
Speaking of relationships, like you were saying, Immortal has gone completely off grid, but not far enough for Kate. Like she tracked him down, and wait a minute, there is another Kate. And I guess it was we were talking backstage a little bit. I really wasn't that surprised. I think we even said something about it back when it happened. Like, why wouldn't there be an alpha just hidden somewhere just in case this exact scenario
Yeah.
went down? Like, keep the alpha somewhere totally hidden away that nobody knows about, and it looks like that's exactly what she did.
And it made sense.
Like, yeah, you'd be crazy to ever put the alpha Kate in any harm's way. Like, you got to have her just out somewhere and just let the B girl like act like the alpha and be out
Yeah,
there.
she's too powerful.
And if anything happens, then you come back and you make some more. But yeah, you just go into hiding and just live your best life and let the others take care of it.
Can I propose a question to fandom? Because like we were talking before he came on, and we were wondering what happens to her alts once the fight is over and some of them are still alive. We've never seen them like getting pulled back into her body. So do they go someplace else or are they neutralized somewhere? It's a mystery to me.
I don't think in the previous episodes when they see them die, like they don't dissolve or anything.
No, they don't die, but like say when they go and they win a fight, now there's like 5 of them that were all fighting. What happens to those
Right.
5? Do they like dissolve back into her somehow, or do they go off and live their best
Yeah, I
life?
don't even.
Like,
We never like seen that either.
yeah, it's like does
Exactly.
Cecil just have like a
Weird.
secret squad of Kates, multiple Kates out there that are doing secret
The
missions for
Council
him?
of Kates.
Because it's
Yeah,
like, and like the X-Men, like, what was it? What was this guy's name?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, who was like multiplies, and then he can and they go like right back
Yeah,
into him. For here, it
he's
doesn't
in
happen.
X3. Hold on, I'm gonna look up his name.
or if it does, yeah, we haven't seen that. I don't think we've seen that happen. Not that I remember. So yeah, that's like, wait a minute, what's really going on? Like, where do they all go? And like I said, does Cecil have a whole squad of Kates out there just doing it for him? That's kind of amazing. Or there's just going to be like
Jamie
a whole city of
Madrox.
Kate somewhere. What's that?
Said it's Jamie Madrox.
Uh,
Well, that's his regular world name. What is his actual superhero name, though?
so do we think Kate coming back is going to get Immortal's head right and like bring him back to the team? Like, I noticed he wasn't there when they found Invincible, like you were saying. So is
Now,
he
if
going to
anything,
come
it could be a
back
freelance type thing.
more
When they
like, I'm
really
just
need
there?
him, then he'll hop in. Other than that, he retired.
I like
Yeah,
that. I retired.
agreed.
Actually, if anything, he might just return during the whole Viltrumites when they like invade. That's like the only reason why he would.
Mm-hmm.
He'd get thumped by a Viltrumite. Like, he already knows Mark will take him. Like, another Viltrumite would really punish him. Is Mark killing Levy gonna like be the catalyst that turns him into like more of the bad guy? Like, why is he taking it so hard?
The world may never know.
I mean, he's
I
taking
don't
it
think
so
it's gonna
hard
start
because
shooting stuff.
again, he doesn't want to become his father, and he just assumes that this is just like the start of him like
Eh,
becoming. If he ends up like killing just like one person.
yeah, I think that's him overthinking things,
Hmm.
completely overthinking things. But this speaks to his age. All of these things that are happening are completely new to him, so he's not too sure in his footing on how to navigate this.
Yeah, absolutely. Hit the map instead of the unmute. But I don't know. I feel like this is gonna be the thing that I don't know. Will he be able to come back? Like, why is he tweaking this hard? I mean, I get it. You killed it. That was always your code, but it had to happen. And you are
Your
just,
mom and your brother were about to die, dude.
you see your mom in the hospital. Cecil's already told you 5 times you're not your dad. You're not becoming him. You're not him. Like, you got to get over this one, my guy. But I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be able to.
Not only that though, like this whole season, in the beginning, a lot of people keep on saying you're like your father too. So that didn't help.
Now it's just ingrained in his mind.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Speaking of last week, we were talking about it as far as like what it would be like if you were out on a date with Debbie and Omni-Man shows up. And it looks like that may actually become a thing. I was like, that would be such a sick call. Like, oh my God. That would be
Rolled
amazing.
my eyes so hard when he said that line.
Oh, I loved
What
it.
you
I
mean
was
you
like,
Told
think
you,
you
get up from that chair.
ass down?
I kept it warm, mommy, man.
oh, right. I was just keeping it warm for you. I'm out. Like, oh, that'd be such a sick call if that actually happens like that. I'll be dying. I'll be dying.
I
But as
hope
bad,
they make a love triangle.
amazing. But as bad as that would be, I'm starting to think it would be 10 times worse for the first poor bastard that Mark catches with Amber. Especially the way he's starting to go sideways now. Like, can you imagine the way he's up there kind of semi-stalking her and watching her up in the sky? And dude, wait, what happens when she's being walked somewhere but with another guy to
I thought that
class?
was gonna happen. Like he was
Ooh,
like when he was descending, and that like some guy was gonna like hold her hand, but too soon, I guess.
that would have been a thing. Like, what's going to happen with that? Like, is Mark going to lose it or is he just going to ignore it, AK?
I think he is finally starting to get some self-awareness. And I think that he would be mature enough now to not try to attack just because Amber's dating. They're broken up. Be an adult. And he has no choice. That's why I think that he didn't actually go talk to her when he saw her. I think that's why he floated away, because he's recognizing, okay, I can't keep putting her in danger. And that's exactly what would happen if they did try to rekindle anything. So I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt just this once to not be a dumbass. But we'll see next season.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll see next season for sure. Because, hey, yeah, that's gonna be ugly when that happens. Mark did make some valid points, though. Like, with everything that he can do, is there really a point for him to go to college? I mean, I would say for the social aspect, that made sense, but that didn't really work out for him either. So, I mean, is there really a reason for him to even be in school fandom?
Unless you're becoming a doctor or a lawyer, why? Why go?
Why accrue that much debt? Like, I
I was
mean,
literally about to say that next.
it's like, I
You
mean,
I'm
know,
like, what? I think
stupid,
I'm either 42 or 46K in debt, and I'm like, I don't even use that degree. Like,
right?
come on now.
he doesn't need a degree. I don't think, and I don't think he needs to go to college. What he could do is akin to Tobey Maguire, Spidey, and start a YouTube channel and go around, film yourself as Invincible. Because does this universe know he's invincible?
No,
No. Okay, see, he's got
it's
the
like,
mask on.
and all the other ones they do.
Set up your cameras. Get that footage out there. Yo, look at this asshole that Invincible had to beat up yesterday. Within 6 months, he would start making serious money.
That'd be funny. I can definitely do that. Speaking of social aspects, like I knew he was in no frame of mind to have that talk with Eve. Like, not yet. There's just no way. His mind is mush. But what's up? Fandom, did he call it? Like, are these two gonna end up together or not?
But Eve soon, apparently. Not yet. Because he didn't pop the damn question like he should have, damn it.
But you're still there. They're still gonna end up in the long run. It'll end up being those two.
Of course.
Oh, I don't know, AK. What do you feel about that?
I will stick with what I said before. I think I would enjoy seeing the dynamic with Amber and Eve also, but that does still then create the same problem. So those two being together, Mark and Eve, I could see it. I mean, they're literally on the level. The one up that Eve has is that she's been dealing with it for a few more years than he has. But I think they would actually complement each other pretty decently in a romantic relationship.
They would, but I don't know. It almost looked to me like they were starting to slip into the friend zone. There at the
I
end,
mean, that's possible too. Sometimes that is what's needed.
yeah, he put the head on the shoulder. She's like, "You don't deserve this. I feel for you." Like that just felt like the friend zone happening right there.
Now he can come out the friend zone.
Yeah, I think she's
do it.
just giving him some space, because that the shit that happened to him is a lot to process. So
It is for sure.
I can see it still happening.
So then we get an end credit scene, and Ellen finally gets to chat with Nolan, and we hear that he still feels pretty shitty about everything that he's done, and he's ready to just accept his fate and die. But he also realizes something else. That he misses his wife. Oh my goodness. Is it going to be family that snaps him out and brings him back home?
Trash. Garbage. Asuba.
Oh my God. It'll be so amazing if we call that he goes back and she's on a date with Paul. And oh my God, I need to see this scene. I have
on a date with Paul, and she'll pick up a champagne glass and toss it in Omni-Man's face, tell him to fuck off.
I need this scene in my life. This needs to happen. Oh, when he does return, tell me it's not going to be. Yeah, it's definitely going to be when she's there on a date with Paul. I don't know what's going to happen. Is she going to actually be with Paul, or what's going to happen when he comes back and sees Debbie? What's going to be her response, fandom?
Nolan, Debbie, get the fuck up, Paul. But nah, it's gonna be one hella awkward for like all three of them. But she's not gonna accept Man just like that.
Oh, of course not.
No,
But you think she will in the long run?
It's possible, but at the same time, it's like what he said, what he done. That's too much.
You called me a pet.
A exactly. Pet. Called her a fucking pet. No. And I really sincerely hope they do not try to interject that nonsense in, because no, Omni-Man, you're literally the fuckboy of the spy universe. Okay, go sit your ass down somewhere. You can come see your kids, and I don't even need your money. You can keep your child support. You can come hang with them a little bit, maybe once every other week if you want to, but you don't have shit to say to me. When you come pick them up, don't say shit to me.
But I miss you. I love you.
I don't give a fuck.
I can't wait. It's gonna happen. It's
called her a pet without even having the decency of having a nice BDSM room. You can't do that. Okay, no, sir, no.
Oh, it's gonna.
I know that was a way tangent, but it felt like it fit for Omni-Man.
Absolutely, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait for season 3. They got me juiced up. What a great way to end it. Like, I think I miss my wife. I just can't wait.
You know what? It is, and it's kind of a very, very masterfully crafted line, and J. Jonah Jameson delivers it perfectly because this is all new to him. And I think that's why he's sitting in the corner sulking and looking all extra Brody, is because, like he said, he doesn't feel like a true Viltrumite anymore. Like, I hurt people and I'm sorry about it.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Do I miss that bitch? I think I miss my wife. What the fuck? So yeah, he's confused. He's a bit confussed and discombobulated. I get it, but you're still a fuckboy, and I need you to leave that woman alone.
Oh, so good, so good. What do we think of season 1 or season 2 as a whole, there, fandom?
Spectacular, man, spectacular.
It was pretty good. I absolutely loved it. I think I might have liked season 1 a little bit better, but I mean, as far as a follow-up goes, probably one of the better season 2s in a series I've ever seen. It was fantastic. I love it. And Invincible still on top for me. Loving it. You with it, AK?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Spectacular. I think fits, but let's see, you're like 8.99 Omni-Mans on how awesome the season was.
Oh man. And then next season they gotta battle the Viltrumites and put a squad together, and you're gonna have the Omni-Mans and the Immortals trying to do
A-team is about to come through, and yeah, they need to be ready. I will give one kudos to Mark here, because at the end when him and Eve were having that conversation, it wasn't him and Eve, it was him and his mom, and he was saying, I need to be stronger. I need to learn how to control myself better. So he's becoming a bit more self-aware, and I appreciate that. He just needs to speed that up a little bit. Like, what is he, 18, 19 now? You don't have the luxury of the innocence you could claim when you were a toddler, dude.
Yeah, exactly. You're not a kid anymore, but he's still young and he's still learning, but he's got to be better. You've got so much growth.
Too impulsive.
Like, let's just not be so silly and gullible and naive, and
he almost wait, what did they call the discount Doc Ock?
Professor Ock.
Professor Ock, yeah. Like, he came in, already going gung ho.
Prof Ock.
And It's kind of like a situation that happened in Fallout Shelter. Actually, he helps the villain and tries to stop Spidey him until Spidey him says an interesting thing that he said there too. I forgot until just now. Yeah, I saw you come out of the portal. I've been having a lot of issues with portals, especially lately now too. So homeboy been out there fucking with him too in the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jackie.
What's up, Jackie? Good to see you out there. Good to see you. Oh, do you ever watch any Invincible 2? Loving it, and I can't wait till season 3 comes out. As usual, got just a couple trivia questions, 3 easy ones. AK's already answered one, so we're going to get a third of the way there easily. But first and foremost, if you know these questions, know these answers, put them in the comment section down below. What was the jogger's name at the beginning of the episode?
There was a
Ben, John, Gavin.
Deep cut. What was the jogger's name at the beginning of the episode?
Samuel Carlton.
You just knew he was about to bring it. I'm feeling. It's like, oh, here we go. And then
I didn't say $1 million, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I forgot we didn't have the title card yet.
Yeah, exactly. You already know.
Then he didn't even say Invincible. He said $1 million. I'm like, what?
Wait, was that
Then put a little twist on it.
It's not. No, I don't know. It's not Egg McMahon. That wouldn't be. What the hell did they say his name was? I don't know.
Oh, nope, not that one either, Jackie. If you guys know it later, if you're watching this, put it in the comment section down below. How long did Future Eve say that Mark had been gone?
20 years.
20 years, just like that. They both got that one. And third, and not least, what's Monster Girl's real name?
Kate.
That is incorrect.
Monster Girl. I don't know then.
Sarah.
Which way? Which one is Monster Girl?
Another monster?
The one that's robot dating.
The one that turns into a monster.
And her name's not Kate. Okay, I don't know then.
No, Kate is Duplicate. That's the one dating Immortal.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
And then you got Adam Eve.
Immortal, Adam Eve.
And Bulletproof looking like a silver fox 20 years later, coming in, checking it out.
He did come
With
through
the gray
some
hair.
stuff, didn't he?
Yeah, looking, he had the silver hair, looking out like
Still dealing with the bullshit.
Looking a little half Targaryen and shit.
He lasted though. He's still around. Good to see. He's still around. He's gonna be around for a minute. Good to see. Good to see.
What's that girl's name? Yeah, Jessica, Casey. I just total blank right now. I don't know.
There you go. We'll leave it on that one. If you know that one, put it in the comment section down below. But that is going to do it for us. Invincible season 2. Love the journey. Love the episode. And man, cannot wait for season 3 to come back. Because man, this is definitely my favorite tune probably ever. Just amazing. Bringing it back, bringing it down. Oh, so we're gonna be back on Tuesday, back with the old Bad Batch. So be ready for that. And what do we got? The last 2 episodes of season 2 of the Bad Batch. Be knocking that one out and moving on to season 3 with that one. So you guys got anything going on tomorrow?
I believe we have young adult trivia on the Citadel Trivia channel tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So looking forward to that. And upcoming for myself on Monday, I think me and Meekster are going to tackle 2 more episodes of Shogun, episodes 7 and 8, I believe. And then Wednesday, we'll cover the last 2 episodes, 9 and 10.
Nice. There you go. Getting it out. Yeah, we might be diving into that one. I'm going to look into it and see what's what. But yeah, we'll be keeping you in touch. So make sure you are subscribed, hit that bell, and you'll know when the next one's up. So other than that, we will be back on Tuesday. I hope everybody out there has an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better this weekend. You guys be easy. Have a great one. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Fuck you, Omni Man.